Hi everyone, welcome back. We're gonna get started on the let's see, turn this music down a bit. Doesn't have distraction. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. So we need to lose some weight when it comes to this thing that we've made. It's way too bulky for the average fighter. So for now, what we're gonna do is hmm, we could just decrease it down to 1 millimeter, but before we do that, let's go ahead and just cut into this so it's a smaller object. So we're going to start with this one here. All right, let me go ahead and suppress these features. Also, let's do that. So let's suppress this one here. Let's go ahead and suppress them all. And we're going to go into Revolution 4, go back to the sketch layer. Now, we're going to create another, what do you call it? So let's put this here, 90 degrees. We're going to put another roll into it. So there's that one there. Let's cut it. So the other roll is 3.5 down. Where is this sketch? Here's make this one visible. What we'll do is project geometry, finish sketch. We can now hide this one, go back to this one. And so we're going to use this as a reference. So the rivet that we're going to put in between here to mate these together. Let's see. See, how big were medieval rivets? How large were medieval rivets? All right, shank, stem diameter 3 to 5 millimeters, about 1/8 of 3/16, with 4 millimeter being very typical for functional high quality armor. So about between head diameter 8 to 12 millimeters or more. Often domed mushroom shaped, better for hold. All right, the length varied. All right, fixed structural rivets securing straps, buckles, hinges, and other non-moving parts. So 3 to 4, okay. Shank 3 to 4 millimeters, head 8 to 15 millimeters. All right, what's an anatomy of a rivet? I used them all the time. Well, not all the time. I used screws mostly for construction, but I forged a few of them. At most, it was a guesstimation. All right. Let's see. Hmm. Of a forged rivet. All right. Do we not have Love Brave for its features? Not the best search engine in the world. All right. Let's see. Anatomy of a rivet. Head. Okay. That the shank is what I thought it'd be. The cap, head. All right. So we can kind of ignore that. So the head is about 8 to 15 millimeters. Let's see. So 8 to 15. So it could all be from 0.59 inches all the way to 0.3. So it could be the 3/4 all the way to 1/2 inch to 4. Okay. That's a lot of leeway. So now, so if we need to make space for, say, 1/2 inch, just so we have it, goes there. 1/2 inch seems to be big. Let's do 0.375, 3/8. That looks better. So about there. So how far down is this? So about an inch in, I think, is a good spot. So another inch. Seems like a lot though. What do y'all think? Is it a good place to put this? How thick is the shank? So this is the thickness, the diameter of the shank, 3 to 5 millimeters. Okay, so 3 millimeters is so 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so 1/8 of an inch, somewhat. So let's take this. Oh, whoops. So let's do 0.125. Should be close enough. Let's see, how much is 5 millimeters? This said 3 to 5, right? Yeah, 3 to 5, with 4 being the in between. 0.125 seems a bit small, so is it 0.1875? Let's see, did I get that math right? 0.125 plus 0.0625, 0.1875. Is this what that is? 0.1875, perfect. All right. I think it's a better thickness for that. Let's cut it. All right, let's do 1. All right, is this a good spot for a rivet? What do y'all think? So it was 8, 9, 10, 12. Let's see. Times 3. 0.375 plus 0.625. 4.375. Let's go back. See what. 35 millimeter shank. Looks like the head's varied. Okay, male armor rivets. Early were used under plate. Tiny for ring diameter, 6 to 9 millimeter. Smaller overall shank. Was this brigandine? Thick structural rivets, 3 to 4 millimeters, 8 to 15 millimeter head. I guess the biggest question is how much of an overlap do I want for this? Let's see, 1.5. Let's see, what is 3.5 divided by 2, 1.75 divided by 2, 8.75. Let's take that out. So if we put half of what's exposed inside 1.75 there, have the midpoint be where the rivet is. That looks kind of good. All right, so let's assume this is what it is, right? Now we need to add the same curl here, and it'll add some it'll stiffen the entire plate. So let's go ahead. Well, I could just offset this one small piece, of course. I don't need this anymore. Let's see, that's still there. Get rid of that. Okay, let's offset this. .078125. So the right number. 0.078125 times 3. .234375. Okay. 0.234375. Okay. Let's do that one more time. Whoops. 0.078125. All right. Okay, let's cut this here, cut that there. All right, just as a precaution, because I can't necessarily remember if we needed it or not. 0.078125. All right. Time to add another roll to this. All right, we need to extend this here. Where's the point? There it is. Let's connect it. All right. There we go. Let's go ahead and do the same with the rest. See if we can anchor all these down. Let's go put this over here. Extrude that down. Mark it. Mark it. Probably overkill, but better the safe than sorry. Let's cut that. Accept. That's not required at the moment. All right, what was it? 0.234375. Let's bring this in here. Perfect. See if this will work on the first try. Nothing moved. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So now let's take this line again. Bring it over here. This is even assuming the same operation works for the top as it does the bottom. extrude, cut, extrude, extrude, cut. Okay. This is the right one, right? I think so. So don't need that, or that. Don't need this or this. Cut. That should be it, right? Ah, crap, I did it on the wrong one. Okay. That was a mistake. There we go. This needs to go. This is it, right? Okay, yeah, so we need to attach it to here. Gotcha, okay. So there was something wrong about what our original setup. Just one too many. Perfect. This should be, oh, whoops, wait. We need to add back our line, guys. Go back over here. There we go. Remember, right? We just need to do this. Attach this here. And there we go. All right, this should be the right one. Let's double check. So that's what it's connected to. Perfect, okay. Get rid of this line now. Now we can get rid of all the supports. There we go. And there we go. So I think we got a good plan going here now. But now we need a revolution line for this. Accept. Revolution. Edit feature. Select the axis. Choose the y-axis. There we go. And that's our new modified ring. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna save it here. Save as shield. Ring 4. Okay, save. Whoops. File. Forgot to delete what was already there. Save. All right. Let's go back here and go and delete the one we just made. There we go. Now let's open this back up. There we go. This is the sketch, so we can get rid of this one now. Whoops, no, don't do that. Can we undo the feature? Looks like we can't. All right, this is just going to be our play area, so to speak. All right, let's go ahead and delete these. They're not necessary anymore. All right, let's go to new, standard assembly. All right, start assembling this. And there's all looking eye from the other week, where Captain America shield. All right, shield assembly. This is an assembly file, right? Oh, just labeled wrong. IAM Oh, I thought I was saving, not opening. Save. Okay. Shield underscore. There we go. Let's go ahead and place our first one. Where is it? Shield ring. Place grounded at origin. There we go. Semi-polished. Oh. Always forget for a step file you can't have pre-baked textures. So let's get rid of. I guess I could do that later. Let's see, can I? Nope. Let's see, steel mild. Can I make my own texture? So let's get rid of this. Where's generic? There we go. Let's go ahead and make our own texture. Where's steel? Chrome. Let's see, what does copper look like? Edit. Patina, polished, formation. There's no way to edit it. That's tint. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of that. Delete. For some reason, I feel like you can only do this to aluminum, but just double check. There's iron. Where's steel? Polished diamond plate, polished brush. Semi-polished. Maybe stainless brushed. That might get a cool look. Now, but back in the day, they did like polished. Oh, let's do this one. Okay, it's already there. Okay. Duplicate. Edit. Can I change the color? Okay, there we go. Semi-polished. Red. Alright, see what this does. Is it not there? Ah, it's definitely red. Definitely way too dark. Let's see. Edit. Let's try this. Oh, that's better. What do y'all think of that? Let's go back to here. All right. That roll does give a good look, I think. Though, was it the outer ring was red, middle ring was silver. All right. Yeah, let's see. So let's go back here. File, save as. All right, let's make this number 3. Save. All right, let's open back up the sketch. All right, there we go. Let's put this here. There we go. All right. Let's now work on the next part. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the color. Actually, wait. Okay. Let's, make that visible. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and make it visible. There we go. This should be the center of this circle. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and show this layer. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally click something I shouldn't have. Project geometry. All right, go ahead and hide this now. All right, where's the last one? There it is. Yeah, constraints could be a pain, so you always want to get rid of them when you can. At least in my opinion. Point, what was it again? Half of 3.5 is 1.75, right? Pretty sure. Yep. All right. All right, so now we can get rid of the head. Offset. Point 0.23. What was it? 234375. Now do that one more time. 0.078125. Oops. Whoops. Put that on the wrong side. 0.078125. There we go. Hopefully that's everything. Okay, let's make the line down this way. Wrong way. Oops, you don't want to get rid of that. Perfect. Just put that there for now. Trim everything down to that. In theory, we don't need any of that. Oh, whoop, wait. No, we don't. Okay. Since it should be trimmed down, we don't need it. Or at least we shouldn't, and I'm mistaken. All right. So put that there. Put that there. Don't need this line. Let it go all the way down. All right, here go the constraints. Accept. All right, now extend that out Do one more constraint here. All right. Should be. Now, what was the 0.234375? And which one of the, okay. So we want this one right here. Now please don't move. Perfect. Don't move. Perfect. All right, take this point here, stretch it out all the way to here. Now we can do the second line. Cut, the line cut, do a circle here. And that's another layer done. Perfect. Cut that there. Let's get rid of these constraints before they start causing problems. Cut. Don't need, don't need, don't need. Get rid of all this. Now, we don't need that either. Let's finish, accept, revolve, where, edit feature. Let's go down and pick the y-axis. Perfect. And why is the y-axis visible? Oh, is that because the sketch is visible? There we go. All right, so now just double check the sketch, make sure the other drawings are there. Perfect. Go back here. Don't need that or that anymore. Let's delete them. Don't need this either. Does the other ring have it? It does have it. And get rid of that. So this is Smile Steel, save. Let's bring it into the assembly now. So place grounded at origin. And there we go. Now we got 2 layers of the shield. Got a rolled back just as you have a rolled forward. Perfect. Or top or bottom, I guess. I guess I am doing this in a slightly strange manner. But this is what it is. Alright, so now let's save this as the second ring. Alright, save. Let's reopen the sketch. File, open. There we go. Now we can get rid of this ring. Wouldn't need that one either. Let's unsuppress that. So bring this back out. Okay, now we just got to repeat this process this last time. And then we should be able to move on to creating the star. But, it does seem like we're going to do that in the next episode, though. So just go set that up there. And I'll catch back up with you on the next one. All right. But, see you then.